Hey everybody, this is TJR. Just wanted to take a moment to talk about a story that has been making the rounds in the news today, and maybe you've already heard about it. Ticketmaster is being accused of running an underground ticket scalping project. Now, publicly, Ticketmaster decries ticket scalping and even sets limits on how many tickets consumers can buy in order to supposedly curtail and discourage scalping. But recently, two Canadian journalists for the Toronto Star and the Canadian Broadcasting Company went undercover posing as ticket scalpers and attended Ticket Summit 2018. This is a trade convention that was held in July at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Now, at this trade convention, these two journalists met with a Ticketmaster representative who pitched them with a company-owned resale platform that Ticketmaster sells to scalpers. It allows them to have hundreds of Ticketmaster accounts and allows them to buy huge swaths of tickets. Ticketmaster earns money off the fees of the initial sale and then makes additional money off the sale of the scalped ticket. The CBC has also made public a document which it says is Ticketmaster's handbook for resellers. So this is like a guidebook for the scalpers. The handbook outlines a reward system for resellers. For example, the CBC writes, as scalpers hit milestones such as 500,000 or 1 million in annual sales, Ticketmaster will knock a percentage point off of its fees. The company declined to respond on the record to specific questions from the two Canadian media outlets, but did offer this statement that reads in part, and I'm going to quote here, Ticketmaster is a technology platform that helps artists and teams connect with their fans. We do not own the tickets sold on our platform, nor do we have any control over ticket pricing, either in the initial sale or the resale. As the world's leading ticketing platform representing thousands of teams, artists, and venues, we believe it is our job to offer a marketplace that provides a safe and fair place for fans to shop, buy, and sell tickets in both the primary and secondary markets. I want to stop here and mention that for the purpose of this video, I am quoting from the following sources. I'm quoting from articles from NPR, CBS, and also from Rolling Stone magazine. And so you can find more on this story if you just do a quick search. You'll find plenty of media outlets reporting on this. So that ends my brief summary on this story. And once again, there's more out there on the internet if you want to read and learn more about it. But now, as for, what I think about all this, well, the first thing that comes to mind is, why does this not surprise me? My understanding is that Ticketmaster pretty much owns a monopoly on ticket sales here in the United States. And ticket scalping is not illegal. So really there's nothing stopping them from, trying to just maximize their profits in this manner. And before I go any further, I want to state that I do not condone this sort of behavior in any way, shape, or form. I think it's very reprehensible. Ticket prices are high enough as they are. And I understand why ticket prices are so high, having had some experience working as a professional musician. Launching a tour and maintaining a tour is enormously expensive, and far more expensive than I think most of the general public is aware of, and far more expensive than it was, say, during the golden age of rock music, say during like the 50s, 60s, and even into the 70s. There are a lot of reasons why this is so, and I think one of the primary reasons is just the rising cost of insurance that is needed by all parties involved. So yes, event tickets are expensive, concert tickets are expensive, sporting event tickets are expensive, but one thing we don't need adding to that expense is the largest supplier of these ticket sales assisting scalpers with creating scarcity and thus raising the prices even higher. But once again, there is no federal law against ticket scalping. Now, personally, I hope that this news creates enough of a public outcry that something positive is done to create, positive change to keep this from continuing to happen. But unfortunately, I keep finding myself making the comparison of this situation to the payola scandals in the radio industry. Every now and again, the news story will break that there's payola in radio, and then the industry itself will say, well, doggone it, we're going to put a stop to this, we're going to police ourselves. Some politicians will speak up about it as well. And then the radio industry finds a different way to allow payola to exist by renaming it as something different and finding a different backdoor way to allow it to happen until another scandal breaks again, and then we do the same repeat performance. And I've seen this happen over the decades, where payola keeps coming back as a scandal about every 5 to 10 years or so. And I think the same thing is going to happen with this. Ticketmaster will deal with this in a public relations fashion. They will find a way to get the public to forget about it, and then they'll find a different way to do the same thing all over again. Once again, this is not what I want to see happen, but I think this is what will happen. So at this point now, let me know what your thoughts are. And of course, I don't expect anybody to say, hey, I think this is great that this is happening. I'm sure none of you like this, but if you want to share any insights, what you think could be done about this. And also, I want to state, I don't claim to know everything about the legalities of all of this. If you have other insights about this that you want to share, please, by all means, bring this up in the comments, and perhaps I'll do a follow-up on this. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. As always, I do appreciate everybody for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Click the subscribe button and click the notifications button so you can know when I release new videos. And once again, everybody, thank you so much for sharing these videos on your social media. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.